So what do you expect me to say?
Let's get him!
Hey there, what's up internet? My name is BlackLightAttack and today I've got another NU battle for you guys. I'm back to NU. This was actually recorded before the RU battle you guys saw last time, but I was debating posting this, whether or not I was going to post it at all, because as you're going to see in a minute here, my head isn't really in the game. This is a pretty bad game for me. You guys will see how it turns out, but I basically bumbled my way through this game. So I decided to put together a team. You see Regigigas in there. I did mention in my last NU battle that I thought Regigigas was a really underrated Pokemon. And funny thing is I had been meaning to put Regigigas in before I saw that guy with the other Regigigas. He didn't like give me the idea. It just so happened that before I built this team, I happened to finally face one. And the other guy I really want to get to do some work here is Simipour, because I think that the Simi trio is a really underrated set of Pokemon. And on his team, it's looking pretty standard, except he's got an Exploud, which I've never even seen before this match. So I'm going to have to be wary of what that thing can do, because I have no idea. And yeah, let's get right into it. So he is going to lead off with his Swallow, I guess, to scout me out with the U-turn. I'm going to lead off with my Camerupt, because I want to get Stealth Rocks up. I really don't want that Swallow switching in and out and just obliterating my team. I don't want to do it for free, so yeah, Stealth Rocks would be very good. Unfortunately, I make the astoundingly awesome play of going for Roar, unfortunately, on the first one. That was actually a misclick. I didn't mean to hit Roar. I did mean to hit Stealth Rocks. It just, oh well. So he goes into his Exploud. He gets roared out into his Exploud, and I'm like, this thing doesn't carry any water attacks, right? Just look at it. It doesn't look like it has any water attacks. So I'm going to try to put up my Stealth Rocks again. Nope! Despite my special defense investment, despite my solid rock, he does have Surf, apparently, and he's going to one-hit KO me. So, considering I am specially bulky, and I do have the solid rock, I'm pretty sure this guy has to be choice specs, especially because I didn't see any Life Orb recoil. So, I'm just going to go into my Kingler. I was expecting him to switch out here, so I went for the Crabammer over the Superpower, because I'm pretty sure he is going to want to switch out. But no, he decides to stay in and go for it. I'm just going to go for another Crabammer. Crabammer's going to come in, hit this Weezing, do a decent amount, I guess. It does around a third, like between a third and a fourth. After Lefty's recovery, it's only doing about a quarter. So I don't want to take a Thunderbolt or something, so I'm going to switch out and go into my Misdreavus, expecting him to try to hit me with a you know, whatever coverage move he's carrying, and he does double switch into his Miltank, which is pretty nice because he gets to get his Stealth Rocks up on a free turn, which is that's pretty nice, I have to say. I'm gonna go for the taunt, expecting him to maybe try to Milk Drink Stall or something. I figured he'd want to get Stealth Rocks up, but chances are, if this is a defensive Miltank, if I taunt him, the only thing he's gonna have to hit me with is Return, which doesn't affect Misdreavus. So I'm gonna double switch here because I know he has to switch out now. And I go into my Regigigas, just knowing that he's my other defensive Pokemon. This is a pure physical wall Regigigas. His bulk is amazing. I think he's really underrated as far as his bulk goes. I think people try to look at how they could get him to survive 5 turns and go on the offensive with him. Instead, just use him as a tank. Instead of looking at him as a 160 base attack and 100 base speed guy who has a shitty ability, instead look at him as a guy who has base 80 attack, which is still very usable in NU, and appreciate him for his bulk, you know, and just look at his ability as if he manages to stay out for 5 turns, all of a sudden his attack and speed are doubled. So that's the way I look at him. So he goes into his Rampardos. I'm not looking too pretty to take a rock or a head smash, so I just go to fodder my Serperior. He does miss, which doesn't end up mattering too much, because as I said before, my head is really not in the game here. I do make some really shitty plays, and I'm going to go for the Glare, expecting him to stay in. Again, I was trying to fodder this Serperior. I wasn't expecting him to switch out. I went for the Glare on the off chance that maybe he would have missed another Rock Smash. I was fully expecting him to be Scarfed, because most Rampardos are Scarfed. And unfortunately, I tag this here, I forget her name, Gardevoir. I can't believe I forgot Gardevoir's name. Who doesn't really mind a paralysis. Luckily, she is not carrying the Synchronize. She's going with Trace instead, which doesn't help him out at all in this game. And he's going to get the burn off on me. I am surprised he went for the burn, to be honest, because usually Serperior is running like a specially offensive Leech Seed build. I am, well, especially bulky offensive. I'm running a pure physical build, and he was very lucky to get that off on me. I'm just going to phase him out with Dragon Tail, because why not? I can't really do anything else to this thing now that I have a burn. And I'm still just convinced this guy is dead. He's got a burn, he's getting leftovers recovery, but he's pretty much useless. Rampardos comes back out from the Dragon Tail, and I just go for a coil on the off chance that he wants to switch out again, because that would negate my burn, being at +2. But I don't think he does. Now he stays in here, just goes for the head smash finally. That's going to wipe me off the face of the map. And he is going to take a lot of recoil damage for that, because that's what... Actually, no, not that much. I'm sorry. I thought he took more. Yeah, he doesn't even take a fourth, so... I know now that he's not very speedy. He's probably not running a Scarf, so I can scare him out with my Simipour, threatening a super effective water attack. So I go for the Hone Claws on the switch. This is a pure specially offensive Simipour, but it uses Hone Claws because he has 3 inaccurate moves. He's got Hydro Pump, Blizzard, and Focus Blast. And Hydro Pump goes to perfect accuracy after 1 Hone Claws, and Focus Blast and Blizzard go up to like 91% accuracy after Hone Claws. So it's a pretty awesome, nifty little set here with a lot of good super effective coverage. So I'm going to be able to hit him neutrally. Luckily, he does get fully paralyzed on that turn, so I'm free to just go for a second Hydro Pump, which again is absolutely no risk now because it is 100% accurate at this point. And he's going to go down to that, so that's a pretty big threat removed from his team. He's going to go back out into his Miltank. I don't know if he expected me to carry the Focus Blast, or if he was like, oh yeah, he's probably locked into Hydro Pump or something, even though I'm getting Life Orb Recall. I don't know what he was thinking, but maybe he just didn't know that these guys do get Focus Blast. Maybe, I guess a lot of people don't know that. Nobody uses these guys, so it's probably hard to predict what they're going to do if you don't know them like the back of your hand like I do. I don't know why, I love these guys, so... Brings in the Weezing, gonna go straight for another Hydro Pump, which is gonna finish him off from that health range. I don't know if that extra damage I already had on him mattered, but yeah, this thing is a beast. He's gonna get plenty of KOs, this little Simipour. So he's gonna go back out and do a Swellow, who obviously outspeeds because it outspeeds fucking everything. And I have to switch out while he goes for, I think, a Brave Bird. Yeah, even though this isn't Guts boosted, he does take this relatively well, except for the fact that he gets a crit. If that hadn't been a crit, I would have been much happier, but oh well. He wouldn't have been able to survive 2 of those anyway. He lives with 1 HP, which is kind of funny. My Regigigas lives with 1 HP, but it doesn't really matter too much, because now he can just... I don't know why he went for the U-turn there. I guess he wanted to switch out before Toxic started racking up on him, but you know, because the Pokemon are starting to get low, he doesn't really want to fodder his main threat, you know, just to Toxic damage. So, but it does give me switch initiative because now I can just come in on his Rampardos and just pray that Hydro Pump doesn't miss without a Hone Claws, and luckily it does not. So that's easily going to one-hit KO him because Rampardos has really shitty special defense. He does have an actual decent defense stat, but his special defense has a lot to be desired. So super effective stab, Life Orb to Hydro Pump is obviously going to kill him. He's just going to finish me off with a Facade. I have no reason to keep this guy in anymore because Swellow is the only thing left. I think Swellow is his only Pokemon left. Maybe he has one other. But, yeah, oh no, this is his last guy, because I'm just going to go back into my Scarf Kingler. Nobody expects this super famous Scarf Kingler. I'm just going to go straight for the Crabammer, and down goes the Swellow, and that's going to be the game. So, I thank you for playing with me, Cool T. I don't think he had a channel. I believe he said he didn't have a channel, so there's no link in the description. I apologize for that. But, no big deal. It was a good game anyway, even though I played like garbage, as I said before, but... Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You can hit the like button if you liked it, and I will see you guys later.